Greetings everybody and welcome to this short demonstration. My name is Williams, and what I'm setting out to do with this particular video is to present to you a sort of a proposal, a white paper of sorts, if you will. This is titled Event Driven Design, and the view of this is to present a way of creating applications with a more robust approach using EDD. So without much further ado, let's get straight into this. So on the right hand side of the split screen, what I have here is this very simple proof of concept application. And what it sets out to do is to demonstrate the fact that just a little bit of background. When you're dealing with events, at a high level, you have this concept of publishers and subscribers. And an event publisher will raise an event, and an event subscriber will consume an event. And usually, as an output, you have some kind of action like a notification. Now, this is rather fascinating because, in the traditional sense of things, events are used pretty extensively throughout many applications. But what I'm trying to set out here is to kind of find a more novel utilization of events to really add to the robust ability of a program. And I'm going to try and demonstrate that here. So if I click this button, it's actually an incrementation counter of sorts. It should increment up, but it doesn't do anything right now because it's not subscribed to any events. In the back end of things, we have an event-driven architecture, and right now this button does not do anything. The functionality is not assigned as such. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click this fire event button, and then if I click my counter, you can see it counts incrementally, post-incrementing by 1. It's in static mode right now. What happens if I click dynamic and I click this? It stays at 1, which is rather fascinating. Now I'm going to click fire event for the second time, and I'm going to click the button here. Now it stays at 2. And now I'm going to hit this back onto static mode. As you can see, it increments now by a count of 2. So what in essence is actually going on here? Well, if we look back into the left-hand side of things, it is a little bit hard to read. I will zoom in a little bit. So if we kind of observe this workflow, this kind of a series-based workflow of events, we have some publisher, subscriber, and an action. Now imagine throughout your system you have n amounts of these of this system configuration, such that you have, let's say, 4 event publishers, 4 respective subscribers, and then a resulting action at the end, some kind of notification. What this white paper actually wants to present is that you can simplify this approach by having a collection of publishers, which then route to a single subscriber, and then you have a notification as the output. And this notification can actually change. It can actually change via one single route. And basically, if you have pertaining information regarding the change in state at the publisher level, then your notification, if it can observe this, then it can actually dynamically allocate the necessary resources regarding the situation at hand. Hence why you can have one event route, and you can have 2 different behaviors coming out of that. That's fascinating. So that is the sort of the gloss over that this documentation goes through.